Yo, what is up guys, my name is Adinho and welcome to another video. I have to apologize for the fan noise in the background, but it's really hot today and I don't want to die, so please bear with me. But yeah, before we start, I think I have some explaining to do because I have been inactive for almost a month now and that's really crazy. But let me explain why, because I don't enjoy the meta at the moment. It's always the same stuff and you always play against the same people as well, and especially Mew and Zapdos are most annoying at the moment in my opinion, because I like to use fun stuff things like Choice Bandit, Aggron and those Pokemon on stream and YouTube, but when your opponent is playing Mew or Zapdos, it's really difficult to kill those Pokemon with fun stuff, because you have to summon the fucking Avengers to kill Mew or Zapdos. Yeah, you basically have to run specific things just to be able to deal with those Pokemon. And yeah, because you have to run specific things, it will often force you to play same stuff over and over again just so that you don't lose to those Pokemon. And this is why I think it's really boring, so I don't enjoy P1 at the moment. But yeah, even though I'm not enjoying P1, I decided to play some PvP games today because I wanted to get those 25 games in, just so that I can cash in, you know, at the end of the month. But yeah, I wasn't planning to record a battle, but considering the opponent and the Pokemon that we were using in the game that you're about to see, I decided to actually record that specific battle, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me Adinho, when is your next upload? Adinho, when are you going to upload again? And yeah, so this battle is basically a surprise for you guys, but honestly guys, don't expect any regular uploads from me until Unova drops. Once Unova drops, I will definitely do regular uploads and even daily uploads again. But for now, I will kind of keep it on the download, you know. But yeah, comment, like, and subscribe after this game, and let's hop right into the game. Let's go. Well, guys, I didn't plan to upload today, but I already played some games just to get those 25 games in. But looking at these teams and considering my opponent, let's lead Suicune. Considering my opponent, I think this is a really cool game to upload, because two pretty offensive teams, and obviously Voltage being a really good player. But yeah, I lead off Suicune, he leads off Heracross. This could be scary for me, but afterwards I have enough things to kill, so I'm just gonna go for Scald as he goes for knockoff. And this Scald damage could be really nice, because oh wait, that's the Flame Orb. It would have been nice if I burned him on the Scald, because then he would have taken the 6% damage from the Scald burn, but because of the Flame Orb he takes the damage next turn. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna go for knockoff again, so I'm just gonna go into Gengar here as he makes a double switch into his Clefable. And with my Gengar out there, that could be, I'm in a good position right there, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm still kind of scared of the T-Tar coming out, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch into my Mew, as he actually goes for Ice Beam. Perhaps he was scouting something. But yeah, now we know he has Ice Beam, so normally Garchomp can take a Moonblast, set up with SD and kill this thing, but because he has Ice Beam, I have to be careful about that. But yeah, he decides to stay in on my on my Mew, so he wasn't fearing the taunt for some reason. Perhaps he thought I was defog, considering my team doesn't have another potential defogger. Yeah, I'll just go for knockoff again, and the reason I went for another knockoff here, knowing he was going to stay in, is because he doesn't have leftovers and This extra damage is really nice because now Guard Jump is a threat to him. There's no solid switch in anymore. But yeah, I have to force this Clefable out. I cannot 1v1 it right now with Mew with one Calm Mind up. Because there might be a point in which he crits me. So I'm just gonna go Gengar and I have to force this Clefable out. I don't care if he switches into T-Tar. I don't care if he switches into Scizor. I have to force this out. I'm gonna click Sludge Bomb here, just in case he does stay in. I think he will switch, but still, I want to be able to knock him out. So he switches into Scizor. Okay, it could be scary if he's Pursuit, but if he's Pursuit, that will most likely mean his Zapdos is the defoggers. So I'm switching out. I have no choice to switch out because I'm locked into Sludge Bomb, and he does go for Pursuit. So I think it's Choice Bandit. So what we are gonna do, guys, here is we're bringing in our Guard Jump. He is locked into Pursuit. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set up the Swords Dance. And he cannot even bring in his Zapdos, I think, because his Zapdos is the defogger on his team, so he most likely doesn't have Hidden Power Ice. And he brings in his Clefable, but after Swords Dance he will die to Earthquake, and I'm pretty confident that this is not unaware Clefable. So it is not unaware Clefable, we knock it out. And yeah, it's looking really good for us right now, even though we lost Gengar. I don't think Gengar would have been that important because he had T-Tar, he had Choice Bandit Scizor, and Guard Jump can also live a hit from Gengar. Yeah, now he brings in his own Guard Jump, and I cannot risk the Speed Tire, and perhaps he's Scarfed. So what I'm gonna do here, well, I don't want to bring in Suicune here. I think I'd rather bring in my Mew, because his Clefable is already gone. So honestly, I don't think I need Mew, and Mew is my special wall. Its only special attacker is Zapdos, but my Mew is not gonna 1v1 the Zapdos. He goes for Dragon Claw and he's Life Orbed, so he was really risking the Speed Die. Well, to be honest, he didn't have another play because my Guard Jump would have outsped his whole team, so he had to go for the Speed Die. But yeah, because he's Life Orb, it's really nice for me because every time he attacks, he puts himself more in range of my Diggersby. And after that Life Orb hit, I think Hidden Power Ice should knock out this Guard Jump. Especially if it's a naive nature. Because he showed Life Orb, so perhaps he has Fire Blast as well. Yeah, if it's Jolly, then it's not a guaranteed KO, but it's heavily in my favor. Heavily. The lowest is probably 77%, and he's at 81. So we're gonna make a big dick play here, guys. We go Raikou. And that kinda invites his Tyranitar to come in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm doubling into my Suicune, and even if he stays in here, he takes Life Orb damage, and he has to attack me 2 times, which means he will put himself in range of Frustration. But he does make the switch into Tyranitar, and he doesn't have a Scald switch in, so Scald is looking really good right here. Scald is looking really good. 28, that's a bulky. But we do burn him. 28. Wow, oh, that was a crit. He also got the defense drop, but I cannot complain because I got the burn. I will rest here, because after the rest, even if after his attack, Guard Jump has to attack my Suicune 2 times. And the reason that's important is because he is Life Orb. So if he kills my Suicune with Guard Jump, then he will be in range of Diggersby. But I'll bring in my Guard Jump because he's burned, so this crunch won't do too much. Wow, 34 is still a lot, man. That might even be Bandit. But yeah, I'll just set up the rocks here because he's burned, so he cannot knock me out. And now I'm gonna press Earthquake. Outrage is also nice, but I'll just press Earthquake here as he goes Zapdos, so perhaps I should have pressed Outrage. I was just afraid that he would have brought in his Scizor. Like, leaving the hit with Scizor and then kill me with Bullet Punch. But yeah, I'll just Outrage right now. If he defogs, he will die to my second Outrage. He lives at 2% and he goes for U-turn, so this Zapdos is guaranteed dead. And I still think it's his defogger, so Zapdos guaranteed dead. Stealth Rocks are there to stay, and no Stealth Rocks on my side of the field, aka the dream. Yeah, let's see what he brings in. He brings in Guard Jump, and after this Stealth Rocks damage, Hidden Power Ice is a guaranteed KO. So I'm gonna bring in my Raikou. There's really no other play for me because Diggersby is not knocking him out. And if I were Voltigen, I would probably sack my Zapdos here. I would probably sack the Zapdos and bring in something like Heracross or Tyranitar. So he does sack the Zapdos. Yeah. Even though I knew he would have done this, I'm not gonna press Calm Mind on a Guard Jump. Because if he for some reason went for a Heat Play and stayed in with Earthquake, while I went for Calm Mind, I would have lost the game right there. But yeah, he brings in his Scizor instead of Tita or Heracross. So I'm gonna change my game plan. Originally, I wanted to win with Raikou, but I'm gonna go for the T-Bolt here because the T-Bolt puts him in range of frustration from Diggersby, and with Diggersby, we can clean up this game. With Diggersby though, he brings in the Tyranitar on the U-turn, but he takes Stealth Rocks damage and burn damage. I don't think T-Bolt will knock him out, so he still gets the attack off, but he will die. He will die to the burn afterwards. He does get the crit pursuit. I don't know if it mattered, but it's okay because I bring in Diggersby though, and he goes into Heracross, so that's good for me because Heracross is in range of frustration. That's why the skull damage in the beginning on the first turn with Suicune was really nice. Even though Suicune doesn't 1v1 it, that skull damage put him in range, and he cannot switch out because something else will die. So he stays in. I reveal my choice scarf. Heracross goes down, and Scizor can still win if he crits me. Yeah, he goes into Guard Jump, probably trying to utilize the Sandstorm, hoping that I would miss frustration. But this is where my Suicune's rest come in, because of the rest that I pressed on Suicune, Guard Jump has to take 2 hits on me, which means he will lose 20% of his health, killing my Suicune. Look. Even if he SD'd, he still would have taken 10%, and then I would have still knocked him out with frustration, I think. But yes, this Sandstorm also subsides, so there's no way I can miss this frustration. So this Guard Jump goes down, and let's hope that the Scizor won't crit me, because I think it's Choice Bandit. So if he crits me with Bullet Punch, he can win. Don't crit me, baby. Crits. Come on, Diggersby. Come on, Diggersby. Diggersby though. Bro, Diggersby though. Diggersby needs to be banned. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't crit me, and we knock him out with frustration. And Diggersby though. Diggersby though. I have to say it. Diggersby though. Guys, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of Diggersby though. With seriousness, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell as well, and again, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about Diggersbytho. I'll see you guys next time.